The club was started in 1976, so it had been around for about 8 years before I got there. I can still see a lot of the faces, that have really passed on. I can't believe it's been 32 plus years. The Post Oak Club has always been an open door and welcoming. It was a place that also showed me that life was not over, that the party did not have to end, which I thought it was going to end. But the party didn't have to end. We have functions. I've had more fun sober than I ever did drunk. Oh, there are so many memorable characters. And that's another reason why I think it's so important for us to carry on the torch. Ray Sanders, I didn't know it at the time, but he was the first man. There were 5 of them, and I can't remember all of their names, but Ray Sanders wrote a hot check for $300 to start the meeting for the first Post Oak meeting. And he had several years when I got there, and his dream was for the Post Oak Club to be there, to always lend a hand and offer the hand of AA for generations to come. His children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. And he has passed on. There's so many characters that have passed on sober, that carried the torch, were there before I was there, that kept the doors open. At one point, the club almost went bankrupt, and that's when I got on the board for the first time. The club had the downturn in the economy. We had too much rent space, and I feel like I was an integral part with helping put together a board that brought it back around, and with many others. I do believe it was the spirit of those that came before us that really helped me through that, because what would they do? And their mission was to thrive. And that's my mission, is to help the Post Oak Club continue to thrive. Oh, the Post Oak Club has moved several times. And it's unfortunate, because I have heard people come into the rooms and say, I went to the old location and y'all weren't there. What happened? It was pretty scary for them, because they needed a meeting, and they needed a meeting then. So I think it's very important for us to have a permanent home, because people know to go to Post Oak. We've just had to move several times, so some of them don't know where to go. But they know that it's always open. We have meetings from early morning, way early morning, to nighttime meetings. Someone is always there, and it's like my friend Tim says, we are the first responders. We're a place for people to go when they really want help. And the hand of AA is always there, because you never know. We have a disease that is a killer disease, and sometimes you need that extra help right then. I've been on the board now for another 5 years, and it is our goal, the board's goal, to raise funds to get a permanent location for the Post Oak Club, because it's so important to those that are suffering from our disease. My grandchildren, I want it open for them and their children, because we just don't have the answers for it. The answers are in the steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, in a relationship with a higher power. that I couldn't get anywhere else. I knew there was a God, but today I have a relationship with God. And I found that through working the steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I want that gift to several generations to come. I just want to ask those that are here tonight to help us carry out the mission of keeping Post Oak Club alive and well.